All right, just trying to manage my two platforms to go for this topic. Welcome, guests. So let's just let's manage the position of my phone. I'm trying to go live on my two platforms now so that everyone will benefit. For those that are in Ambitious 5-star channel, a 5-star page, I'm going to take it again. It is for your benefits and for proper understanding. What I'm discussing, for the sake of those who are just joining us, is farm produce marketing part 1. Farm produce marketing part 1. For those of us who are in Omori Ephraim Omorodion page, welcome to this wonderful live section. It's been a wonderful time. It's been an awesome time getting responses from us at Omori Ephraim Omorodion and at Ambitious 5-star, and to those who are in my Facebook channel. In fact, I'm so happy having you as parts of as members of my community. So I'm really happy. God bless you and welcome to this live segment. Yes, I nearly announced that I'm going to do live section today, but here is what I have to discuss. Yesterday, I was in the market to distribute my plantain, and that is where I saw the need to enlighten our farmers concerning produce marketing, because I have encountered lots of farmers who have been having that challenge of selling produce themselves. In fact, it has not been a sweet time for these farmers. They suffer, that is, they stress themselves to run their farms. They pass through difficult times. I don't want to use a word that is really touching. They pass through difficult times. You see, there was a time I was having some challenges in moving my produce directly to farm. I call that title the dark realities of farming, because these farmers pass through a very difficult time from the starting of their planting of their crops to when they start harvesting. And at the end, guess what? They take their produce to the markets. Sorry, they allow their produce to be sold to people who comes to their farm at a very low price. I shake my head for them. Like some things that I sell, where I realize 100,000 in my produce, some farmer will be realizing 30,000, 40,000. That's a very big loss. Where I realize 1 million naira on my produce, some farmers will be struggling to sell as 250 naira. So these are the things that I realize. Even in the market that I sell, you see some farmers managing to bring their farm produce to the markets, and at the end, they just release their produce to those who buy from them. They just release it to them, they sell it to them at cheaper price, and they will leave. Kai! This was how I actually started marketing my produce, but I was already having a drive to know what is going on in the markets, so that I can join those who are making it or making profit in the market. I can join them to make my profit directly. So I was very smart and tried to make inquiry from people who can guide me into how to sell, like those that sell in the markets. why I feel very, very sad. I feel very, very pained at those who sell their produce anyhow price. I feel pain for those that sell their produce anyhow in the farm, because what they are losing at every time they sell, it is just too enormous. It's too much. So that is the reason why I said, let me come to enlighten those of our farmers who are yet to understand that produce marketing is not a child's play thing. It is not to be, it is something that has to be taken serious. Imagine people coming to your farm to buy your produce directly from your farm. They will buy it at a very lower price, and they will take it to the market and sell at a very huge price. They are even making times 5 of what you are making. You that is the producer. You are the cultivator of those crops, yet you are making very minute money from your crops, from your produce. And those who never knew how, when, what you pass through inside the rain, you are in your farm. Inside the hot sun, you are in your farm. You may not be the one to be clearing, but you are coordinating. You are bringing people. You are paying money. You are moving from place to place, trying to ensure that your produce, your crops, you grow them very well. But at the end, when you are supposed to be winning the race, that is when you now start just giving it out at giveaway price. Now, when I go to the market environment, let me tell you what I witnessed. I've been to international markets where they sell gari in large like trailer loads of gari. I've been to that kind of market. I have been to the market where they sell plantain, loads of plantain, trailer loads of plantain. I've been to the market where they sell trailer loads of pineapple. In fact, many of our produce in the market, vegetable produce and normal crops, I have been to the market where they sell those things. Many farmers do not just want to stay in the markets to understand market practices, how to sell their produce in the market. They just get to the market as if that's why they call people villagers. I don't want to use those words, but that's why they call they'll just use some kind of words to categorize this set of people. They don't want to be found, they don't want to spend time in town. They are just after the bush life. That is, they just get to the market, they are running back just within some minutes. They are running back. I don't know what's driving them. Why don't you stay around the market and know what is going on in the market? Why don't you stay around your produce? You are supplying produce to your customers. Your customers are selling produce. You are supplying to them. And yet, you are not taking time to know how they are selling these things. You supply your produce to them at 500,000. Yet, after they finish selling, they are selling it, they make up to, they sell the total cost of, total sales of 1.2 million. They sell for 1.5 million. You supply to them at 600,000. They are selling 1.8 million. You supply to them at 200,000. At the end of the day, they are able to sell the same produce for 800,000. So what is holding you from going to the market by yourself and find out what is going on in the market? They take advantage of these things. Why should you just leave it to marketers and just remain in your farm? No, this shouldn't be. Farmers should wake up. Wake up, go to the farm yourself. Now, produce marketing, when you get to produce marketing, is all about how to place value, a better value on your produce, how to place a better value on your produce, how to make more money from the produce that you suffered to cultivate, how to make, you see, market people that are marketers, that are not farmers, they know how to discourage farmers from coming to where they are. Now, let me tell you my first experience. When I got to the first market that was the closest to my farm, when I harvested my first crop, when I planted, I think it was 2 heads or 4 heads of plantain. No, 5 heads of plantain. I just say, okay, let me harvest because this one is strong. Everything cannot be strong at the same day. Let me harvest this one and take it to the market. When I got to the market, you know what happened? Those that sell plantain in the markets, They saw me and they changed their face. They didn't want me to stay and join to sell. So they asked me, how much am I selling? Why did I not ask them to come to my farm to buy? I said, don't worry, I just decided to bring this product directly to the markets. Okay, they now asked me, how much are you selling? So I just guessed the price for them, because I have tried to price somewhere before.